The Swedish royal family is in mourning. On Wednesday, December 4th, at the age of 87, Princess Birgitta, sister of King Carl Gustaf, passed away. The tragic news came from her home in Mallorca, where she had lived during the last years of her life. The official confirmation came from the Swedish royal palace, though the cause of death was not disclosed. King Carl Gustaf expressed deep sorrow over the loss of his sister, who will be greatly missed by the entire family. Princess Birgitta was the widow of German Prince Johann Georg of Hohenzollern-Sigmaringen, an art historian who passed away in 2016. Her life was full of significant moments, important achievements, and charitable projects that earned her respect not only in Sweden but far beyond its borders. Princess Birgitta moved to Mallorca in the mid-1990s with her husband, and it was here that she spent her final years. Mallorca became a place of peace and closeness to nature for the princess. On this corner of the Balearic Islands, the princess actively engaged in sports, especially golf, which became her passion and a way to connect with those around her. Although Birgitta was not an active member of the Swedish royal family in her later years, she remained a well-known figure in Mallorca's high society. Her life there was filled with light and tranquility, and her energetic and strong personality will forever remain in the memory of those who knew her personally. On Thursday, by decision of King Carl Gustaf, flags at Drottningholm and Haga Palaces will be flown at half-mast in honor of the late princess. This symbolic gesture underscores her importance to the royal family and the entire nation. The princess's funeral will take place in Haga Park at the Royal Cemetery, where she will rest alongside her parents in accordance with her last wishes. The ceremony is expected to be modest and held in a small circle of family members. Although no official invitations have been extended to other European royals, it is likely that many of them will send their condolences to the Swedish royal family, particularly considering the long history of ties between European monarchies. Princess Birgitta was always deeply devoted to her charitable initiatives. She co-founded the Help Foundation, which provides assistance to vulnerable children around the world. The princess actively participated in the foundation's activities, and much of the proceeds from her memoir, Minnegenvag, were directed towards supporting children. Her care for children, her desire to help those in need, made her contributions truly unique and significant. In addition to charity, sports played an important role in her life. From a young age, she showed great interest in sports and participated in many disciplines, including fencing, tennis, and of course, golf. She became the Swedish team fencing champion and was even invited to participate in the Tokyo Olympics in 1964. Subsequently, the princess released a record titled Spansta med Birgitta, an exercise program, with an accompanying book that became popular among healthy lifestyle enthusiasts. Princess Birgitta was born on January 19, 1937, at Haga Palace and was the second child of Crown Prince Gustaf Adolf and Princess Sibylla. She grew up with her sisters, Princesses Margarita, Desiree, and Christina, as well as her brother Carl Gustaf, who would later become King of Sweden. Princess Birgitta's childhood was filled with joy and adventure when Princesses Catherine and Princess Habitire in the garden. A particularly tragic moment in the princess's life occurred in 1947, when her father, Crown Prince Gustaf Adolf, died in a plane crash. This loss left a deep mark on her life, and even years later, Princess Birgitta remembered her father with love and longing. In 1961, the princess married German Prince Johann Georg of Hohenzollern-Sigmaringen, also known as Hansi. Their wedding became an international event, and she wore the cameo tiara of Queen Josefina, a piece symbolizing a strong connection with royal history. The couple had 3 children, Desiree and Hubertus. The family settled in Munich, where Princess Birgitta found her place, actively engaging in social and cultural activities. After her husband's death in 2016, the princess remained a widow and continued to live in Mallorca, where she managed to create a cozy haven away from the noise and formality of royal life. Here, the princess actively participated in the local community, staying true to her desire to build bridges between different cultures and countries. She was one of the founders of the Royal Swedish Hong Kong Society, which promoted trade and cultural exchanges between Sweden and Hong Kong. In Mallorca, the princess also continued her passion for golf. The sport gave her energy and kept her in good spirits. She often said that it was here, amidst nature, that she truly felt free and happy. Princess Birgitta always emphasized the importance of family and dedication. She believed that family is the foundation that gives life meaning. Her upbringing at Haga Palace was based on respect for traditions and a sense of responsibility towards society. She passed these values on to her children and grandchildren, maintaining close relationships with them and always striving to be there during important moments in their lives. A special place in her life was held by environmental issues. Princess Birgitta actively advocated for environmental preservation and believed it was important to draw attention to this problem. Her love for nature was also reflected in her lifestyle in Mallorca, where she tried to lead an eco-friendly life. Princess Birgitta left behind a tremendous legacy. Her work in charity, her contribution to sports, and her care for children made her one of the most respected members of the Swedish royal family. She was a person of strong character, ready to fight for justice and help those in need. Her memoirs and participation in documentaries allowed many people to learn more about the life of the royal family, its traditions and values. Princess Birgitta wanted people to see her not only as a representative of the royal dynasty, also as a person capable of understanding and empathy, someone always ready to lend a helping hand. The memory of Princess Birgitta will forever remain in the hearts of her family, friends, and all those who knew her personally or were inspired by her example. Her life is a story of dedication, love, and the desire to make the world a better place.